One face, large face, face near bottom edge.
Sorry, I need to turn this off. I forgot.
One face, speech off.
There we go. Hi everybody, it's Friday, and I only have time to make this a really quick video of like a continuation of what I talked about regarding websites and applications that are not accessible for everyone. I'm sorry if I sound or look absolutely disheveled. It's been a tough week. I will do a more detailed update on myself, but for now, here it goes. Again, I need to reiterate that when in your web design or app creation, you do not give people of all abilities the opportunity to access the internet in a way that makes sense to those particular communities, you are not only doing a disservice, but you're bordering, if not entering fully, into discrimination. And I'm going to cite two examples: finding a job and finding a home. Whether it's a person who is perfectly qualified for a position and tries to apply for that position, and because of a CAPTCHA image that does not have an audio alternative, or it could be because the website is only using Google Chrome or Firefox and it does not give you a choice that for better accessibility. And I'm talking about visual issues only because those are the ones that relate to me. But I hope everyone understands that I mean it for people of all abilities. In my case, the issues, of course, have to do with vision access. And like I said, I've encountered issues where I cannot apply for jobs, or I cannot apply for jobs independently because the sites are using Google Chrome, which apparently it's back in vogue. And I need to reiterate that Google Chrome is not accessible for people who are sightless or who have a visual impairment. And Firefox is also inaccessible. And having alternatives that are more accessible, like Amazon has and other such companies, is something that will help your business and also will help you not get involved in some issues that may arise. I mean, each person is their own world, and I'm certainly not here to threaten lawsuits or start any issues, but I'm here to tell you that if you're not giving a person the opportunity to get a job because the person did not have access to the materials, that's discriminatory. That's a discriminatory practice. What I encountered this week was in my efforts to find an apartment for the fall because I have to move, I am seeing documents and websites that are not well equipped to handle an alternative that can help the visually impaired. The problem is that sometimes the issues that the websites have to work on are, they differ. Like I was able to start the application and get through a huge portion of it, and it wasn't until I had to upload documents and stuff like that that it just did not make any sense. And all I was told was, oh, you need to use Google Chrome, it may be easier. I understand that there is a lack of knowledge out there. Many people just think that by telling you, oh, well, get someone to help you, that'll resolve all their issues. But see, many visually impaired people do not wish, want, or need to, or have to rely on sighted assistance. Many of the issues that we deal with on the internet are private. I mean, I'm not talking to people about these issues. I don't want to share some things. I mean, yes, I'm sharing them on the open internet, but I don't want to have to deal with other people doing it for me. And I'm not the only person who feels that way, I'm sure. We are used to being independent and creating our work independently. So if you, as a sighted, quote-unquote normal person, have the ability to do this independently, why can't the rest of us do the same? So no, that excuse of having a sighted person help you is just not gonna fly. Not with me, not with a lot of people, especially considering that some of us live by ourselves and some of us just don't happen to see people all the time. You know, it's like, oh, get someone to help you and come help you. That's not the way life works. I mean, you have your friends and you have your social time and all that, but sometimes if things are very time sensitive, like applying for an apartment or something, you may not find the person right away. So if you, as a company, do not have a website that is designed to accommodate people of all abilities, I suggest you better have some accommodations in place so that the person does not get out of potentially finding a good home for themselves. Because again, that is a discriminatory practice. So I need to make people aware somehow that this is happening. Google Chrome, Firefox. I'm not telling websites not to use them. I see that apparently they have such capabilities that it makes it a lot more comfortable for developers to use them. I get that. But if you have to use them, please at least have some alternatives for people who cannot see, who are working with speech and or braille displays / keyboards. Adaptive technology is not as complicated as it may seem. Many companies have protocols in place for adaptive technology. I have to congratulate Apple on the efforts that they make to make sure that everyone receives the treatment they deserve. At least I have been very pleased with Apple and other companies, I'm sure, that do have that are very aware, do have an awareness of how important it is to serve all customers. I know that if you look at adaptive technology for the blind on Google, there are several companies that can give you more information on how you can make that happen. And apparently, I do know some people who are not good, close friends of mine, but are acquaintances who work at companies that have such things in place. So please, make this world inclusive. I pray and beg you for all abilities. It is the law. You might be discriminating against someone if they don't get a job or they don't get an apartment because either you did not have the technology for them, or not wishing to explore the technology, you refuse to give accommodations for those people to fill out the rest of the application that they cannot fill out. Okay? So, thank you. And again, all lives matter. White, black, Latino, Asian, Native American, anything I'm leaving out, straight, gay, Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, Jews, everyone matters. And blind lives matter. Blind lives do matter. I'm also sort of training myself to say what I call the B word a lot. We'll talk about that blind word and some of the things that it can mean to some people in a later video. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend. Bye.